Hello, welcome to Dawn Notes. Here I am on a Monday, the 26th of February, thinking, gosh, another month is nearly over. But obviously, February is a short month. So today, I picked up Message of Love and I tuned in and I held it, and then I just opened it randomly, and it opened on chapter 5, spirituality. So that's what I'm going to share with you, and I'm sure you'll have your own thoughts and feelings about spirituality. When I was younger, I lived in a lovely community village, and my mum was so involved with the community, and we did loads. I went to Sunday school and the church, but it was never about religion. It was just very easy. It was about caring and being kind, I think. That's what it felt to me. So I just presumed that was like that for everybody. But the word spirituality didn't really come into it. It was about Jesus, more about Jesus than the God, which I think people get a bit confused about maybe with religion. So anyway, spirituality, let's, this is, we are all spiritual beings, and life without spirituality does not exist. It is something you do and are when and if you choose to tap into it. Well, again, I wouldn't have known what that meant then. People talk about being normal. What is normal? We aim to be normal, but it's a strange word, and it's back to that label, isn't it? People talk, as I say, about being normal, and they probably would not associate spiritual as being normal. Definitely not. Being spiritual is listening to the voice of your soul, helping you find your true happy self that you already are and deserve to be. Now that's interesting, because we're all on this lovely transformation journey of loving ourselves and feeling worthy. And, that's so interesting, isn't it? Being a spiritual being means that you are already one and you deserve to be. Well, I wasn't taught in that way, but it feels lovely, actually. It feels lovely. So when you connect to that silence within, which again, my books teach you all about this, because I'm a transformational author, healer, and my books support you and encourage you on your personal transformational journey. And, we're just touching on just quotes and bits and pieces that I read, but it's so important. And again, when I experienced my awakening or wake-up call, I was definitely not feeling normal. I love that. I was so lost at that time. When I realised that I was a spiritual being, I began to understand the meaning of what normal felt like and being true to myself. I know people have called it woo-woo. Well, I've moved on from that word woo-woo, because again, I wrote this book 10 years ago. Because then that was, as I've written here, this being the latest language. But I feel it is a good start in representing who they are, maybe beginning to own who they or you truly are. I think we all have felt disconnected from Source, God, Jesus, at some time in our life, striving only for material things and not being content. Letting fear and limitations override us. Not trusting our intuition, not leading, only choosing to follow others. Unfortunately, I was one of those. So I'm just going to go down to another paragraph here. Once you understand we are all spiritual beings, knowing this is your life and it is something you do, it will not be something you are ever done with. I am sure you must have heard the expression, there is no going back. So trust. And it's so true, because you don't even want to go back once you have this realization. My understanding of spirituality is not that it's a religion. It is about going within, finding and connecting with your own divine self, having inner peace and happiness, being true on all levels. So those that are having spiritual awakenings, stirrings, or their woo-woo experiences, which some would be referring to, and may be feeling uncomfortable, will be looking for that inner peace. Let me explain a little bit of my own experience, because this happened to me actually, and is why I can share with you how and why I understand. When I woke up, started to get back on track, it took me a while to call myself spiritual. As a therapist healer at that time, I started off by calling myself a Reiki practitioner, then Reiki healer counsellor. Even at that time, I struggled with saying I was a counsellor and hid behind Reiki. Madness, because I am a natural counsellor and one of the gifts I've been given from the universe. Reiki was so special to me and life-changing, because it really did bring me out, as they say. Just writing about it makes me feel emotional. Reiki is a pure channel of love, and I am grateful to Reiki for coming into my life. Courage showed me the way, allowing me to embrace the gifts that were being given to me, and then I became braver, and I changed my business cards to a spiritual life coach healer. Now that was really coming out. So you can see for me it was gradual, purely on merit of my confidence, self-worth, and feeling that love inside of myself. And what I've learned simply to understand is that nature is my religion, and the earth is my church. I like to keep it simple. So that's where I'm at now. Nature is my religion. The earth is my church. So I hope that helps. You might think, because I've only just sort of touched on these things. So yeah, get out in nature. It is a bit damp and cold out there, but wrap up. I put 2 coats on, I wrap up, and getting out there is so good, and we do need it. We really do need to connect with that wonderful earth energy. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.